Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. And you. And you. Thank you. I had some kind of a scan that they discovered that I had cancer of the lungs. And the doctor was showing my daughter, and I says, I want to see too. So he did. He let me see it. And I looked at it. And so I have cancer of the lungs. The word cancer, that's right away death. You're going to die. And that's the feeling that I had. So for 2.5 weeks, I was scared to close my eyes because I felt like, oh, I'm going to leave this world. I was getting very sick when I was getting radiation treatments. And I didn't like the feeling because when I get up, I want to be able to do something. I didn't want the radiation anymore. So I says, no, I don't want no more treatments. I really wanted to leave this world. I wanted to go. Hospice came right in. They're the ones that kept me alive.
So people hear the word hospice and it's terrifying to them. You know, people get afraid of a concept, of a word, of hospice, of what it means, of what it implies, that it implies that they're dying. And it's actually not hospice that implies that. It's cancer, it's dementia, it's COPD, it's end-stage kidney disease. Those are the words that, and hospice takes it, it bears it all.
We drove up and I said, this looks like a hotel. She says, you'll see. As soon as I walked in, strangers, hello, good morning or good afternoon. There's a little young lady, her name is Elizabeth. She has been very helpful to me.
And I first saw her from a distance and then I would see her, you know, kind of around the hallways and who is that woman? I was just magnetized to her, I was drawn to her.
Everybody knew me within 3 weeks that I was here. Yeah. Did you get my buddy here? That's my buddy here.
Good morning.
They talked to me as if I was their sister or mother and gave me good advice to help me, that I'm here for a reason. That woke me up. And I was able to close my eyes at night after 2.5 weeks of scared to sleep.
Even though with hospice we know we're going in to take care of dying patients, we don't treat them like they're dying. We're going in there, we're saying, you're alive right now. What can we do to make this time as comfortable, as wonderful as possible for you?
I think when you're diagnosed with a terminal illness or know that you're actively gonna pass on, you need that support. You need the emotional support, whether it be from a stranger or whether it be from your family member.
We try to simplify things and focus on what can we do that's gonna bring quality.
How can we make your life more comfortable on these last days? What can we do for you? How can we make things better?
It is the final chapter of their life, and I do like to say that we live until we die. So rather than focusing on why I'm there, we focus on, how they are that day, what they're feeling, what they're thinking.
Whether it be personal care, whether it be emotional care, whether it be just to sit and just have a general conversation with them and just be there every day.
I guess they're all special in one way or another, but some more so, I guess you could just say. How can you not smile when you come in and see that in the morning? When you come, bad meeting, you come and You look at her smiling at you, it's like the bright daisy. So
Yeah.
I love that.
I go up and down the hall in my wheelchair.
She's the smile that you see down the hall going down. She would sit outside on nice weather days outside of the chapel, and everybody that walks by, you know, she's not just saying hello. It's usually, well, hello, John, and hello, Betty. Like, she always knew someone's name.
In a lot of ways, she feeds us. You know, she reminds us about how profound the work that we're doing is. She gives back to us so much through her gratitude and her life force.
She knew when other residents that she used to dine with and things when she was on long-term care, when they became ill, and she would come to visit them and want to know, you know, is there anything she could do for them? Always doing for other people.
They were giving me things to do, which I love. I love sewing. And if I could help anybody, I love doing that as well.
If you want to keep me happy, keep me busy, she says, you know, and we connect a lot around how we can support her quality of life.
She's always done for others. That is what brings her joy. And she's the one who's saying maybe it's that, you know, her time here is still going because her work's not finished.
I have made bags to go on walkers and wheelchairs because I love doing it. And then I know when I'm doing it and I'm finished, I'm making somebody happy.
Mrs. Brown is a very unique lady. She's a wonderful lady.
I'm in awe of her in a way that, I mean, I look up to her incredibly.
She'll tell you that she wakes up every day with the purpose of, you know, let this day be productive. Let me do something for someone else. Whether it's her smile, her voice when she's singing.
She's going to make the best of her days. That's what makes her unique. She makes the best of every day.
She's not a patient of mine. You know, she is a friend of mine.
She's wonderful.
You're wonderful.
Thank you. You
Okay?
made
Keep
my
up your
day.
energy.
Just all of our lives ended up together in this place. It's so fascinating and so beautiful and so powerful. There's so much here.
There's a couple of residents that came to me and said to me, we are family, no matter what. We are family. And that kind of touched my heart. My family is thinned out. I only got 2 sisters and 1 brother. So now look at all the family I have here now.
I'm in awe of that, of the beauty of that, like how much connection is possible, like how much love can flow through.
You're not just a number to us. You're our family. You become our family. Our family's your family with Acacia Hospice. And we never forget about you.
You know, I have a concept of end of life that, one, it's natural. And it's not, I do believe that it's not up to us when that time comes.
I think people think that. They wonder, what's that going to feel like? What's that going to be like, that moment when all of a sudden this animated being that you love and hug and has kissed you and you've shared your life with, when all of a sudden they're not there anymore.
That sometimes you get to a point where it's just not fair that they're still with us. It's not fair. It's not fair to the family. It's not fair to them. You don't want to see people suffer. I read every day the devotional reading books. When I read, sometimes it'll make me think of someone. But I thought of you. So today is March 27th, and it was God's priority to depend on the Lord, trust Him, and He will take care of you. But once it gets to the point for someone, just say it like Dorothy, that if she's stuck in that bed for more than 2 days, and I have to sit there and see and hear and feel her emotional struggle with that I can't treat. You can't give that medication. So it becomes a beautiful thing to say they've passed on. So I try not to get sad that they're gone, but more so at peace that they're at peace.
Well, a lot of times we tell family members hearing is the last sense to go. So keep talking, keep singing, keep praying, keep reading, keep sharing the things that your loved one would like to hear.
Something told me, go into nursing. The nursing field is what you need.
I just walk the hallways and check in. Sometimes it's just to go in and hold someone's hand for a minute and say good morning, Sometimes it's as simple as opening the blinds for someone. I did that twice today. And it's just a simple little touch.
This current position, working with hospice, has been the most heartfelt that I've had, and it's allowing me to actually give what I want to give.
It's a gift to be able to share in people's lives in this intimate, vulnerable way.
I don't take my job as a job. I take it as part of my life, everyday life. It's not a job to me.
I love what I do, and I know that I'm doing the right thing. My father told me once when I was deciding to go to nursing school was that you'll know you're doing the right thing if you can honestly say that you would volunteer your time doing it, not a penny received, but do it just as you did when you were getting paid. I feel like that with hospice.
I get up in the morning and I look out the window and I made the day. I see the light. It's bright. And the first thing that comes to my mind that is God's intention for me to get up today. And I get up, get myself ready, and I'm saying, well, maybe it was meant for me to be here. Tell us the joke? Okay, my purpose of telling this joke is because I made a statement before that I was married 2.5 times. So this is about the half. My half, his name was Eugene. Mine is Dorothy. So he says, Dorothy, we've been dating for 8 months now, and I think we've reached a crossroad in our relationship. And Dorothy says, I think so. I think so. I forgot my husband, my friend's name. What did I tell you his name was? Eugene, okay. I think so, Eugene. Hello. And Eugene says, how do you feel about running away and getting married? And Dorothy says, I love it. And Gene says, give me a call when you get back. So he never got the call, so that's why it was 2.5. It wasn't funny.